When the outdated tactics get left behind, it's time we stop. Marketers look around when your ranking's going down. First Jim and Ann show. I'm Jim.
I'm Ann Smarty.
Okay. And I got a question for you today. This is one you probably gonna have to think on for a second, but what is the last advice that you recall giving a client?
Oh, I remember. I found a few blog articles that are ranking for commercial queries. So I suggested updating those queries and also think about maybe those could be product pages at some point, because those were very specific questions about types of products that are available through their website. And there is no landing page for that, just a blog post.
I've seen that happen quite a lot, actually. Like people with their website setups, they're like, all right, all of our commercial stuff is over here on the website. And someone says we need to write some informational stuff. So we're going to put it over here. And sometimes the informational stuff can rank, and sometimes even the intent of someone hitting one of those quote unquote informational pages is commercial intent. I think we both have seen it happen a lot, where suddenly it's like, you're getting a whole bunch of visitors to this web page, but you're not trying to sell them because you're like, it's my blog section.
I always look at blogs that way, because usually people landing there do not even realize that's a company. So they read there is no like buying journey planned for them from that blog post. So at the very least, if that cannot be a product page, there should be some calls to action and somehow making it obvious that this is something that's being sold through that website.
And I'm guessing part of how you found that was probably, I'm guessing the one way you could have found it was through looking at all the phrases that a site ranks for. And often when we're doing the keyword research, often we set up filters. And sometimes the way that people look at it is, I don't even want to see the stuff in the blog or what it ranks for, because I'm not interested in that. So often they're like, just put a filter in to remove that. But it's like, you always got to look at that first.
Exactly.
And be like, is there value in here?
I'm always using our internal rankings tool, especially the one that checks daily rankings, because that's the most important part of what they care about. And I always set up a filter to see all the blog articles that rank for those, so that I can see which important queries are, but they have a blog ranking for them instead of their main website.
Yeah. It probably happens more than most people realize. Like if you have a blog, do analyze what is the phrases that are bringing your blog traffic. And if you realize, hey, some of this is commercial or some of this is in the conversion funnel, then, at the end of the blog or throughout the blog, you should say, if you need this, we have it. And, hey, do you need this? We have it right here. Do you need it? Here's maybe some of the products on the bottom. But yeah, a lot of people lose sales because people are looking for information on something, or, just a blog page ranks high and they're like, all right, this is really interesting. Next. And don't even realize.
And when the blog is very old, people just lose track, and those pages are just losing rankings because those blog posts go deeper in the archive. And so gradually those rankings are going to be lost. So this is another way to bring them up and see if there is anything we can do more about this particular opportunity. On most websites, like you set up the e-commerce part of that and you don't touch it, because it's usually development, involves something technical knowledge or development help. But the blog articles are easy. You just write them and write them and write them. And somehow those could be a good gold mine of queries that are naturally happening with the site.
Look around when your ranking's going down.